Hello, welcome to this Pilates Matwork session. Today, we're going to work the upper body and the core region using a nice stretchy band. Now, I am using a longer light resistance band. You are free to use a medium or heavy when needed. Just make sure that you're doing it in good form if you go to a heavier band. If you don't have good form with a light band, a heavier band will not magically make you have better form. It actually puts you at risk for injuries. So make sure you can do it with the light band first before moving up. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. And I'm just going to kind of thread this band between my pointer and my thumb here. Okay, and I'm coming to a nice seat. So I'm rooting my sit bones in, and I'm not tugging on the band, but I don't have any slack. And from here, I'm just going to lift up. Good. And I'm just going to tug just a little bit, and exhale, take that down. And we'll lift it up. I'm going to tug just a little bit and come back down. From here, I'm going to keep a little tautness in this, and I'm just going to move a little bit. I'm not moving in my full range of motion just yet. We're going to do a few other things before we do that. But I do want to try to keep my rib cage in. So I don't want to lose that core connection and kind of, take the chest out and round here as I move. Nice and stable. Good. Now from here, let's take the arm up overhead, band up overhead. Let's just get a nice little side bend here. No pulling or tugging necessarily yet, but you do want to make sure that your shoulder is back here and not kind of collapsing forward. And then using the abs, we'll come up. We'll take that to the other side. And sometimes you get a better stretch when you do this and don't, try to focus on pulling the band down. Or at least I've noticed that with myself. Now let's take that over. Compare if you pull the band down. Yes, you get a little bit of a deeper stretch in some places, but now it's more in the armpit and less in the back. So I'm anchoring my band down here with my hands. You can stay here or maybe open a little bit more to the back. Feel free to move this arm around and find your sweet spot here as needed, your maximum stretch. And then from here, coming back to center, and we'll move back to center. Good. I'm just going to reset a little bit. Good. Taking it again, other side. Good. Maybe pulling this down, anchoring the hand down, noticing the stretch. And then you choose staying here or maybe open. Oh, I need to fix my band here. Always feel free to move your hand up and down your band as needed. Define where you need to be. So sometimes we need more challenge by choking up. Sometimes we need a little bit less and kind of move more to the end of the band. It just depends on the person and what you're doing. Good. And then we'll come back and come center. Good. Now from here, we're going to go to some rotations. So I've still got this band threaded between my pointer and my thumb. I'm going to rotate to my left. I'm pulling on that band. I'm pulling down, lifting up, move through center, or rotate, pull down, and lift up, and move through center, and pull, and lift, and rotate, and pull. One more time through, rotate, and pull, and lift, and rotate, and pull, and lift. Good. Now let's work on full range of motion. So I'm going to do this one sitting from the side. You can see a little bit better there. Good. Sitting up nice and tall. We're still threading through. We're going to come up. Good. And we'll go back a little bit. You want your arms to be long here. So if you're bending your elbows as you take the band back, find a wider grip. Good. Good. And we're activating the abs, zipping up from pubic bone to behind the navel. We're still breathing. I like to inhale on the back and exhale on the forward, but whatever way, whatever breathing works for you, this works. Remember, at the end of the day, the most important thing to remember is that, or the only wrong way to breathe is not breathing at all. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, Good. Shake that out. We're going to do one more thing here. This is called bow and arrow. So from here, I'm threading. I'm going to come up. Good. And I'm going to take my arms to the side. Good. And I'm going to pull, taking it up and pull. And I want to choke up a little bit. I want a little bit more challenge there. So we'll take it up. Good. Lower, pull, pull. Watch your target. Pull, pull, really pull. Good. Really try to close the shoulder blade. So this is some work, but it's also a nice warm up for the upper body and all the places that we're going to get to. Good. And then last time, pull. Good. We're going to place this down for right now, but keep it close. We're going to come on to our back. So let's do a roll down to get there. So legs are going to come forward. Knees can also be bent. Coming forward here with the arms, zipping up from pubic bone behind the navel. I'm rocking my pelvis back. I'm scooping in that belly button. And then I'm going to roll back here. Good. Trying to go with control. All right. Now I'm going to take my ponytail out here because we're going to go into bridging for a moment. But once you come down here, just bend the knees. You can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle if that would feel good to you right now. Good. But from here, just keep a gentle bend in the knees, heels not too close or too far away, rolling shoulders back. I'm zipping up from pubic bone behind the navel. My tailbone is heavy and connected. My low rib cage is heavy and connected. I'm wide through my collarbone. My belly button is in. From here, I'm going to tilt that pelvis back. Good. The pubic bone's more coming towards the face. And then I'm going to tilt that pelvis forward. Maybe I have a little bit more of an arch here. Pubic bone is going this way. Good. And back and forward. Forward is your interior tilt. Back is your posterior tilt. Good. So this warms up your back. Core is often used interchangeably with abs, but your core is really all of your muscles in the front and back body from your pit to your hip. So strong front creates a strong back, strong front. We want to work on both. Good. From here, let's work on some bridges. So the first bridge we're going to do without the band, and then we're going to bring the band in. So I'm going to tilt the pelvis back. I'm pressing into my feet. I'm peeling up bone by bone. I come all the way up, pressing arms into the floor. And then starting from the mid back, I'm going to roll down bone by bone, going through the rib cage, through the lumbar, and back down to the sacrum. Good. Now, we're going to do some arm movement here, but if what we just did is enough for you, then stay with those. So I've got a longer band here, so I'm going to fold my band in half. And then I'm going to hold the ends, and I still have it threaded between the pointer and the thumb. I'm going to reach that band forward. It's not a big pull, but I'm pulling enough to where you don't have the slack here. So from here, big inhale, exhale, tilt the pelvis back as you rock back and lift up bone by bone. We're going to lift the arms up, and you're going to take them back to where you can go, which might not be where I am. You go where you need to go. And then arms are going to lift as we roll down bone by bone and coming all the way down. Adjust any grips that you might need on your band, and we'll go again. And tilting the pelvis back, we're going to lift bone by bone. Arms are going to come behind us. And we're going to lower bone by bone as we reach the arms forward. And let's do that one more time. Lifting up, rolling back. Probably lifted a little bit too fast on that one. So the trick here isn't so much as the arms coming back and your bottom lifting up. It's getting that movement in sync. And that takes a lot of practice. And when you're ready, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right, let's go to the chest lift. I'm going to keep holding on to this band. I want a little bit of tautness here. Knees in tabletop position, knees over hip. Arms are going to come up. Inhale, nod the chin. I'm going to reach, reaching over those knees, lifting up and lower down. Inhale, exhale, C curve, I'm reaching over those knees and come down. Let's add on, readjust the grip if needed. Inhale, exhale, nod the chin, lift and reach. Reach even deeper. Bend the knees, reaching that band over the shins, lifting up and coming down. Inhale, exhale, C-curve it up and reach. And reach. And bend and reach. Lifting up and coming down. Let's take this to the side. Big inhale, exhale. I'm going to come up towards the left. What about reaching the legs here? Reach. Bend. Coming back to center and then lowering down. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to turn towards my right, lifting and reaching towards my right. Reach the leg. Bend the knees. Come back up through center and take that down. Let's go again. Inhale, exhale to the left. Reach, reach, bend to center, and then lower down. Last time. To the right, left, reach, bend to center, and lower down. Take a little quick break here. We're going to go into hundreds from here. So you've got options. You can come up and do this option. So if you're going to keep your knees in tabletop, you can take the band around the shin. Make sure you've got even part band on both sides. And then you can wrap around. Your legs are going to be together here. And then you can come onto your back. You can wrap here and be here. You don't want to get into this pattern if you're doing that here. Okay? Longer legs, for those of you that are going to go there. Band setup's a little bit trickier. There's different ways that you can wrap your feet. This particular way is the way that I have found best for me. So I've got my band across the top. I'm crisscrossed along the bottom. Good. And then I'm going to wrap my bands here. You know, you can also do this here. It's a little bit harder, but I like to be here. I'm a little bit more stable there. So with or without your band, get everything set. Big inhale, exhale, find your C curve. Take your legs where you're going to take them. And here we go. Start pumping. And we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift up higher. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reach deeper. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, press harder. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, hold. Bend the knees and take that down. Undo your band if you took that option. And whenever you're ready, we're just going to put the band to the side. We're going to come into a single leg stretch here. So knees are in the tabletop position to start. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to C curve up. I'm going to take my hands right below the right or the left knee today. Right leg is going to come long. Good. So I'm really lifting. I'm reaching. I'm pulling. So really get that opposition. Single leg stretch. You're stretching that opposite leg. And here we go. And 2. And 3. Hips stay grounded. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Take that down. Single straight leg stretch. Legs are going to come up. Inhale, take it up. I'm going to start grabbing behind the left leg. The right leg's going to come long. And we pull and stretch. Pull and stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it in, take it down. Woo! Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here. rotate the head and neck from side to side as needed. We are going to roll up to a seat. So you've got different ways you can roll up. You can always roll over to your side and come up. You can take your arms long here and do a roll up, or you can roll like a ball and roll up. Good. We're going to take this into Saw series now, and we'll add the band with some of those and some little add-ons so nice and fun. So from here, good, I'm going to grab my band, and I'm going to take this band in half again. And then I'm going to take my legs as wide as the width of my mat. I'm coming to an anterior tilt of the pelvis. Sorry about that. Kind of going through some recent weight loss here in my pants. Don't want to stay up. Good problem to have, but also an annoying one to have from time to time. Okay, heels are as wide as my mat. Good. I've got my band, and I'm going to take that forward. Now, from here, again, you're going to get little pulls, okay? You're going to be nice and tall. Your hands are no higher than your shoulders. Elbows are going to have a slight bend in them, and my palms are going to face down. So here we go. I'm going to pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it up, pull, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, get a gentle tug there. Bring that down. You're keeping that tension. Spine stretched forward, nodding that chin. Round, round, round. I'm reaching. I'm reaching. I'm reaching. When you can come no more, I've still got that tension from the tailbone. You're going to see curve up, stacking bone by bone. Coming back up to center. And here we go. We're going to pulse, pulse, pulse. Take it up. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep that tension. Moving it forward, nodding the chin. And around. Yeah. And from here, round, round, round. Coming back up. Good. And one more time through. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Lift, pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep that tension. Bring that down. Inhale, exhale, nod that chin. See, curve, scoop, really scoop. Imagine you're peeling off that imaginary wall behind you. And then when you're ready, ears are by the biceps when you come down here. From the tailbone, you're going to stack bone by bone right up against that imaginary wall. And then from here, just let your shoulders get a little break. Shoulders are going to get hit hard today, folks. All right. So from here, let's do a little twisty. So I'm going to come here. I am going to actually undo this. Good. So from here, I've got a little bit of tautness. I'm going to rotate to my left. From here, only my left arm pulls back, coming back here and center. Rotate right. Right arm pulls. Right arm releases. Come to center. To the left. Left arm pulls. Releases. Come back center. To the right. Right arm pulls. Center. To the left. The left arm pulls. Release. Center. One more time through. To the right. Pull. Release. And center. And relax. All right, let's take this into Saw now. So how you want to adjust your grip to meet your needs is up to you. Good. I think I'm just going to be right here. So from here, good. I'm going to rotate to my left. My left hand's going to come down. I'm going to round and reach, pinky finger to pinky toe. I'm going to come back, watch your neck here. If you're taking this option, come back, find a little stretch. Come back around forward and reach. And come back center. And I'm going to rotate to my right. Right hand comes down. I'm going to round and reach. Hips stay grounded. Coming back in open. And coming back in round. And coming back center. Rotate. Anchor. Reach in round. Coming back in open. And reach in round. And coming back center. Rotate. Anchor. Reach in round. Coming back in open. Coming back, reach in round. and coming back to center. Good. All right. Let's play with this while we're seated here. I'm going to take this band around my feet. So the way I like to do this, I like to just have the band flat around the feet. There are other people that like to do different wraps here. I say do whatever works and feels best for you. If you're doing it my way here, always make sure that your band is nice and flat, because if it's not, it'll roll, snap, hit you in the face, have a bad day, that sort of thing. So make sure that you're nice and flat. Good. I'm going to choke up here just a little bit. Good. And I'm going to start right here. So I've got my fist right at my chest, Long spine, I'm going to hinge back. Good. Try not to let the feet lift and come back up. And we'll hinge back and come back up. Adding on, hinge back, open, come back to the chest and lift up. Take it back, open, come back to the chest and lift up. Let's add on again. This time as you come back, we're going to open to the side. So I'm just going to kind of release there a little bit. From here, I'm going to come back, open to the side and come to center and come back up. Come back, open other side, come back center and come back up. This time adding on, taking it back, open to the side, stay back as you come to the chest and open to the chest, open to the chest, open to the chest. One more time through, we can do it. Open to the chest, open to the chest and come all the way forward. Woo. All right. So we're going to take this into a bicep curl now. So you probably want to choke up a little bit. As far as you need or want to safely and properly do your bicep curls, you can. But from here, I'm going to sit up. You can stay seated. You can come back a little bit and lean, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my palms up towards the ceiling. And here we go. Let's try 8, 9. Whoop, wrong direction. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come forward, lean forward, long spine here. Choke up as needed. We're going to go to a tricep press. So I'm just going to take my elbows back here. Good. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Great job. We're going to come back here. We're going to go into a row, and then we'll take that row into a twist. So reset your band as needed. I'm just going to choke up a little bit here. Good. From here, let's do this single arm. So starting with my left side, because that's the side facing you. Good. I'm just going to pull straight back. No rotation. So my shoulders and my chest are facing forward. I'm pulling my elbow straight back. I'm squeezing that shoulder blade. Good. Now let's add rotation. Pull and rotate to the left and come back and release. Pull and rotate to the left, back and release, belly button in. Pull and rotate to the left and release. One more time. Pull and rotate and release. Let's do that one more time. We'll add pulses. We're going to pull back and rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come back. Here we go. Right side. Just pull straight back and release. Straight back and release. Elbow is in. Straight back and release. Shoulders and chest are forward. Straight back and release. Adding on to the twist. Pull and rotate and center. Pull and rotate and center. Belly button in. Pull and rotate and center. Pull and rotate and center. Pull and rotate and center. Let's take that back. Add those pulses. Pull and rotate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back. Great job. Okay, from here, let's go into roll downs and roll ups. And some of you can do this beautifully without the band. Some of you just don't like the band here, and that's okay too. Others will use the band. So you can do your band just like we just did, or you can cross Just kind of depends. Your grip is also going to depend on you as well. We're not going to do a whole lot of these. So this is actually a butt exercise, kind of a butt crawl. So if you want to do that, you can do that too. Okay. And then you can even like crawl backwards with it. Okay, so from here, we're going to come up. I'm going to C curve scoop as I rock that belly button back. Good. Inhale, exhale, nod the chin, rolling up. Oh, come on, almost there. Woo. Not as bad as I have been with favoring the left side. I'm a little bit more to the center, but my legs are still coming up. Work in progress. Let's take that back again. Scoop in that belly, rock that pelvis back. Inhale, exhale. Yep. We'll go again. Inhale, exhale. Ooh. Let's try one more. We've got it in us, and we'll come back. So slower is actually a little bit harder than trying to do these quicker because you have to work a little bit harder in the core. A little bit less momentum as you come up. When you start to go fast and you start to end up using a little bit momentum. Good. From here, we're going to remove that band, keep that close. We're going to roll down. We're going to get into some hamstring stretches here. So we're not going to do a whole lot with the lower body, but everybody can always use a stretch here. So we're going to take it. So I've got my band nice and flat around the right foot. Good. I'm just going to take a few little grippies here. And then from here, when you're ready, good. Just let that leg come long for a moment and come back and pull. Where you want to go with your arms and the band, it kind of depends on your body and what feels good. Keep a micro bend in that knee. The hamstrings have already had a little bit of a stretch with Saw series and single straight leg stretch. We're just going to hold this one for a little bit longer. And then when you're ready, good. From here, both straps into the left hand. I'm going to lengthen that left leg a little bit. Let's get an arc over. You might have to wiggle around to find your sweet spot here. That's okay. And then from here, when you're ready, good. Both straps are going to come into the right hand. You can bend the left knee a little bit here. Both hips are going to be grounded. So we're going back into forward. So belly button is in. Your abs keep your hips from coming up. So take this into some little circles. Smaller circles are easier than larger circles. The band is just adding a little bit of resistance here. Good, and then let's reverse that direction. Good. These always feel so lovely to me. And when you're ready, we'll come up and we'll switch sides. So just do a mid-air switcheroo here. Good. And then when you're ready, good. Readjust your grip as needed on your band. We'll take that leg a little bit longer and bring it back in and find your stretch. Breathing through the stretch. Try to release any extra tension that's coming from you. You're gonna have tension from the stretch. If you're tightening up on purpose somewhere, see if you can release. Just a little bit longer. And when you're ready, good, we'll release. Good, and then from here, I'm gonna take both straps into the right hand. My left leg's gonna come on. I'm gonna find that arc over, kind of wiggle around, find your nice sweet spot. getting on the outside here into the IT band. And then when you're ready, we'll come back up. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, we'll take that into our circle. So belly button is in nice and tight, and find your circle. Larger circles are a little bit more challenging than the smaller. Find the range of motion where you are in control. Remember, be in control of the legs. Don't let them be in control of you. Good, and let's reverse that. And then from here, when you're ready, good. We're just gonna remove that band. We're gonna put that to the side. We're gonna roll over to the side. So I'm just gonna roll over to my left side. So we're just gonna do a little bit of side series here. It's a little bit more of that core control work. So you can be, you can be up here, you can be here, you can be here, you can be down here. Just make sure you're not hanging in the shoulder and you're lifted in the chest. So for these, good, I'm just gonna come to a little bit of a 45-degree angle, but my shoulders and hips are still in alignment and I'm zipping up. Good. From here, let's take this into a circle. So yes, circle again, hips stay even. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and reverse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now going into kick. So I've got a flex foot. I'm gonna kick, kick, point and take it back. Hips stay grounded. Kick, kick, point and take it back. Kick, kick, point and take it back. Try to keep the leg in line with the hip. Kick, kick, point and take it back. Kick, kick, point and take it back. Let's do one more. Kick, kick, point and take it back. And let's bend the knee here. Let's get a quad stretch in. Whenever you're ready, we're going to roll onto our belly. We're going to do some prone work here before we take this to the other side. And I'm going to grab my band and I'm going to take this band. Now there's different ways you can do it. Now this is a light band and you can certainly do it this way with a light band, but you're going to put the bands kind of underneath the armpits here along the back. Good. Use caution with this one if you're using a heavier band. Now I've got it. Good. And then I'm going to take this right forward and a little bit to the side of my shoulders, rolling my shoulders back. Good. My legs are about hip width apart. They're long. My feet will not come off the ground here. Inhale. Exhale. Find a baby swan. Or maybe a little higher. Control it as you lower it back down. Inhale. Exhale. Find yours for 2. And coming down. Could you find a little bit more length in the spine every time you come down? And find 3. And 4. 5. Shoulders are back. And 6. Good. And taking that down. Good job here. From here, when you're ready, good. I'm going to put this to the side. Let's come to a forearm plank here. Now, you can leave this here if you want to and get a little bit of resistance. I don't want to do that because my back just did that with the swan. So I'm going to come right here. Good. You can be on your knees or lifted. And when you're ready, drawing up and in, find your forearm plank. Press away. Here's 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that down. Maybe wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Hands at our shoulders, move back through a child pose. And then find yourself on your other side, 4 side series. Good. Then when you're ready, try to set yourself up on this side the same way that you did it on the other side. The shoulders and hips are going to be in alignment. I'm going to take my legs a little bit 45-ish degrees forward. I'm zipping up. I want my hips to stay stable. So let's take that into the circle. Circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and reverse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Coming back. Here's the flex foot. Here's the kick. Pulse, pulse. Take it back. 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 One more time. Pulse, pulse. Take it back. Let's bend that knee, grab that ankle, find a nice quad stretch here. Ooh, tighter side, for sure. I've been mulching my yard and gardens for the past couple days. Any stretch I can do in my lower body or back, or even my upper body for that matter, pulling bags of dirt and mulch around is going to be fab. Okay, from here when you're ready, let's come onto our back. We're going to finish this series of 5 here before we come and finish up with kneeling work. So from here, we're going to come into a double leg stretch. So I'm going to bring my knees in. Good. Coming up here. Good. You can find a little bit more challenge if you want to take your legs and feet into the Pilates V here. So whenever you're ready, inhale, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. I'm going to take a short break as I reset. Again, legs can be parallel or Pilates V for double straight leg stretch. Upper body can be grounded, or you can lift up in a C curve. Inhale on the down, exhale and lift. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, exhale 6. Inhale, exhale 7. Inhale, exhale 8. Bringing that down. Good. Going in a crisscross now, hands behind the head. Elbows are out to the side, knees in tabletop. Remember, lead with the shoulder, not the elbow. That facilitates more rotation, more oblique waistline work. Inhale, exhale. Go 1, 2, really reach. 3, 4, 5, hips stay grounded. 6, 7, and 8. Woo! And when you're ready, bringing that in, let's go to a twist. So arms out to the side, knees in tabletop, drop those knees to the right. Look to the left. Breathe and expand. Good, head back to center. Use your abs to bring your knees back in. Inhale, exhale, knees over to the left. Looking to the right. Belly button is in. Remember, don't forget your belly button in the twist, always in, zipped up. We want to protect the back when we're in a twist. Using the abdominals to bring your knees back in. Good. transition in the way that you like, rolling over to the side, a roll up, a rolling like a ball, coming to a seat, and then coming to your knees. Great. We're going to grab that band again, and we're going to do some kneeling upper body work with this band. So what we're going to do is that I'm going to take this band nice and flat here and kind of spread this out a little bit. So you want to come to the center part of the band. And you want your knees and shins to be all the way over the band. And then hopefully when you did that, you've got evenness. I'm just going to make a small adjustment there. You want that band to be even on both sides. So from here, we got funky hair going there. Good. We're going to do some different things. So with your feet, or not your feet, but your knees, different things for different people. If you take your knees a little bit wider than hip width apart, that's going to be a little bit more stable. Knees directly under the hips is a little bit harder, a little bit less stable. Knees and legs together is least stable and is the hardest. So you choose where you need to be there, okay? So I'm just going to take my hand just like this, and we're going to push, zip up. Good. Really get into the glutes. Try not to be back here. Try to be more up here. Good. And we'll push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, single arm, push 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take it in a side bend. Lift and little side bend. Control it when you come back. Control it on the down. Lift, little side bend. Control and come down. One more. Lift, little side bend. Control and come down. Good. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Little side bend and come up and come down. Little side bend, come over, control it down, and one more time. And come down. Good. Okay. From here, I'm going to cross my band. Good. So now we're going to take long arms out to the sides. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. I'm going to choke up on this band. It doesn't matter. They're both kind of crossed here. Good. And I'm going to pull. I'm going to pull 1, 2, 3, 4. Option, stay with that or kind of unchoke a little bit here. Pull, extend, control it, and release. Pull, extend, control as you release. Pull, extend, coming back. Last one, pull. Woo. And come down. Other side, here we go. And pull. And 2, 3, 4. Stay with those. Adjust your grip. Pull. Extend. Good. And 2. Woo. These are really hard. 3. And 4. And I'm doing these on a light band. All right. And take that down. Good. Okay. Last one we're going to do here is a chest press. So I'm going to take this back around here, just like you would, or just like we did when we did swan. So I'm just going to kind of show you from the side. It's going to be right here. Good. And then from here, I'm going to choke up. Good. And we're going to push. So zipped up, belly button is in, hips are over the knees. Push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's cross body punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you're noticing I'm twisting a little bit with the upper body, but not so much with my lower. I'm trying to keep my hips forward. That's harder, but if you need to come into full rotation, that's fine. Keeping hips forward takes a lot of practice. Yes. And push. And last time through, woo, and release. Let's stretch. Come to a seat or a way that you need to be. Take the arms out to the side, turn palms behind you, find that little bicep stretch. And from here, good. Right arm's gonna come on top of the left. Good, maybe a little bit of a wrap. Lift and lower. If you can't wrap, just hug yourself. Just a little shoulder stretch. Opening up. Left arm on top of the right, hug yourself or find a wrap. Releasing, arms are gonna come up, palms are gonna touch together, biceps are by the ears, taking hands behind you. Now, if this is enough for you for your tricep stretch, stay here. I'm gonna take my right hand to my left elbow, and I'm just gonna deepen that stretch a little bit. And then I'm just gonna switch sides. From here, it's clasping the hands. You can round. Now, for those of you that can't clasp your hands in the back, but you want that front shoulder opener, grab that strap or your band. Good. And press down or roll back and lift. And release. Way to go. You made it through this special Pilates Matwork class using the band for upper body and core, using traditional exercises and more integrative movement with the band for some upper body exercises as well. I hope you worked up a little bit of glow, had a great workout, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.